We are James and Jennifer Boyd, owners of a tile and remodel company, as well as a home decor and gift boutique in North Carolina. Join us as we share home design and decor tips, as well as how-to tutorials as we work through some of our own projects at home.
Hey, happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope everyone had a fantastic 4th of July weekend. I know we did. James and I had a great time with friends, with fireworks, with projects. It was a fantastic weekend. There's something about the 4th of July weekend that kind of makes it feel like summer. Would you agree, James?
I would definitely agree.
Yeah. So, tonight we're talking about things at the boutique that are our favorites for the summertime season. It's hot outside. It's the perfect time to be out around a pool or the lake. It's a great time to be out lounging and sunning and relaxing. There's something about summer that's just a little more laid back and casual. I love summer. It's my favorite season. Hey Maria, great to see you too. So glad you're with us. Thanks for joining. All right, who else is on with us tonight? If you're here, remember to shoot a comment. Let us know you're here. While you're watching, if you see something you like or you have questions, feel free to chime in. I've got Ashlyn and James on the keys, on the key doodads, and they are going to be here for us to answer any of those questions. And I'm here too, of course, and I'm happy to answer those questions as well. So where did you guys go? What did you do for the 4th? Did you see the fireworks? Did you get together with friends, family? Let us know what you did on this glorious weekend to kick off the summer. All right, while we wait to hear you chime in, we're going to go ahead and move into our very first item of the night, and that has to do with lounging about outside.
One of my favorite things to do in the summertime is entertain. And with the temperatures as steamy hot as they've been, you've got to entertain near water. So if you're entertaining near the pool or lakeside, you've got to have a comfy place to sit. And this love seat is perfect for that. It does have a polyfill, so it's perfect for outside. And it has a protected fabric that's perfect for the elements and for the sunshine. It's done in a nice oatmeal color with kind of a linen knit look to it. All of the cushions do have a little welting around them. It is a boxed cushion both on the back and the seat with that nice welting detail. And what I like about the welt is it helps the cushion keep its structure and shape. It is a firmer sit because it is that fill for exterior. So it's not big and plushy, which actually is a benefit so that it doesn't absorb all the rainwater or moisture. I have a similar cushion at my own house and love them. They are wearing so well. I've had them for 3 years now and still look brand new. So one thing I like about this piece is the combination of the linen looking fabric against the nice weathered wood. I love the shape that the leg takes on. And one of the most spectacular details is the back. I love the slat detail, the exposed slat detail along the back side of this piece. Again, I just love the curve, that curved flare of the leg on the back. And the way that the arm has that bull-nosed face across the front and how it delicately swoops down to the ground. This love seat is $879, a great addition to your outdoor living.
So George, so glad you're joining us as well. And Maria, that sounds like you had a great time. So yes, we're sharing the fun things that we did over the 4th of July weekend, or let us know what other summer plans you have going on. Maybe you just kind of stayed low key. I know a few customers that have come in and their plan was to kind of be low key over the 4th of July because they've got plans for later in the summer. So share those along with us too while you're here. So let's talk about this love seat. I love the style of this. I think it's so classy. It doesn't really look like something that belongs outside, but it does. So, fun fact, we've got a sofa that's made by the same company that we've had outside for 3 years now. And it still looks so new.
And when we first got it, the first thing we did was we bought the covers to go on it, because we thought, well, we're going to take really good care of this thing and everything else. We've got covers to go on it and everything else. And I tell you what, we just honestly were kind of lazy about putting the covers on because we just want to go out there and flop on it and enjoy it and relax after work. So we stopped kind of putting the covers on after a while. And I don't think we've had the covers on in well over a year now. And it just sits out in the rain and the snow and the wind and the storms and everything else uncovered. And it still looks like the day it did when we put it out. And it's been out there at least 3 years.
3 years.
And it still looks like brand new. Same company.
Yes, we purchased it during the year of the COVID shutdown.
Yeah.
So it's been 3 years, but an awesome piece. So it wears very well. This one has some style that ours doesn't. I love ours, but this one, I love the back. I think it's so cool, that exposed slatted back, and I really like the leg detail where the arm meets that front leg, how it swoops down. I just think that's so elegant and classy. Yes, it is a lighter fabric, but honestly, we take our cushions after pollen season. We take our cushions, we blast it with the power washer to clean them off. They withstand the power washer too. So very durable, very cleanable. If you happen to spill your mimosa on it while you're lounging outside
we literally
by the
just
pool,
take the cushions and lay them on the ground on the deck, and we just power wash them top, and then we flip them over, do the bottom, and then we just stand them up on edge to dry out. Within about 3 hours, we put them all back together, and we sit out there that same night again. It's just amazing how the fabric wicks the water away, and they dry out very, very quick outdoors.
they do. So this particular love seat is $879. I could see this poolside. I could see it down by the lake. I could see it out by a fire pit.
I can see this in a sunroom.
Yes.
Like Carolina room. This doesn't have, just because it can go outside doesn't mean it has to go outside.
Right.
This piece definitely would fit in a sunroom. It's light, airy. It's a perfect piece of furniture, I think, for a sunroom or for like an eat-in kitchen area or something like that.
Yes, I agree. Carolyn Gibson! Well,
No
hi!
way.
How the heck are ya? It's so glad you're with us tonight.
Well, hello.
Yes.
And Maria went to Fort Campbell to visit her daughter and son-in-law. Had a great time, I bet. That's awesome.
Yeah, sounds like a good time. So, James,
Yes.
could you give us the dimensions of this love seat before we move on?
Absolutely. It's 32 inches wide, 56 inches long, and 32 inches tall.
Perfect. Thank you. So a nice size to kind of kick back, relax, and lounge on. So if you're kicking back on the love seat, you gotta have pillows, right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. This pillow is one of my favorites because it's so bright and colorful. Everything about it just says summer to me. Now, you may not be on the lake, and we've got other bright colored pillows that work that we've had on the show in the past couple of episodes, but this one I thought was fun and whimsical and perfect for summer, lake life. It has that patchwork look to it with all the different fabrics. I love the rainbow fringes going around the edges of the pillow. Super cute, super comfy and squishy. It is $47.99. It does have a zipper enclosure across the back to take the fill out if you need to launder the cover. If you're laundering the cover, I do recommend that you air dry. Don't throw it in the washing or in the dryer. It will
Thank you,
shrink.
Robert Wickeries. Hey, y'all, liking the new camera set up in the studio. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much.
We've got more equipment arriving tomorrow. We've got some power amps for a new microphone that we are going to absolutely love for the studio. We've got a rack to hold some of the equipment, and we've got 2 more cameras coming. We're going to do one camera that's a live shot that'll be kind of neat to show the whole studio with Ashley and I sitting here at the controls and Jen up there doing the show and the backdrop and the lighting and everything else. It's kind of actually a pretty neat looking setup in here. We thought, well, it'd be kind of fun to share that with you every once in a while. So, and we might even give Ashlyn a camera over there so she can make funny faces at it every once in a while when I say stupid things, as I'm sure she will.
It's a dad-daughter thing.
It is.
All right, so with our Lake Life pillow, again, a great cushy pillow. Now, this is a cotton fabric. It does have a polyfill, but it is a cotton fabric, so I would not leave this pillow outdoors all of the time. I would bring it in. It's a great thing to have outside while you're lounging and enjoying company, but I would recommend bringing it indoors if it's going to rain or something like that. James, how big is this pillow?
Well, I can feel like Ashlyn just switched the camera to me and I'm making me sweat here. It's a 15-inch square.
Yeah.
It's $47.99, the Lake Life pillow.
Awesome.
Sorry. It was number 1 on the list, the last place I looked.
Thank you. All right, so we're lounging on our love seat, all curled up in our little pillow. Well, you gotta sip something sweet and cold, and, well, why not throw a little alcohol in there with it? We've got to talk about our slushies.
Oh, these things are selling great. Mostly to people who have tried them once and they just keep coming back and back and back.
Indeed. So we've got our slushies in various flavors. I've got 3 with me today. Margarita twist, and you just add tequila or watermelon vodka. We have our lemon drop, just add vodka. And we have our orange creamsicle. Oh, this one's a just add vodka too. I think Trish was thinking of me when she grabbed these.
Funny thing, I just picked up vodka today.
Thank you, my love. So, how do these work? Well, inside this packet is a powder mixture, which is your flavoring. So, you dump this into a tub, just a Tupperware tub, can be a disposable one, and you add the mixture, stir it around to dissolve the contents. Then you add your liquor, whichever one they require. Some are vodka, some are wine, some are, I don't think any of them are whiskey.
There is a whiskey.
Is there? Yes. The old fashioned, I think, was a whiskey.
Yeah.
So you add whatever alcohol they suggest, and you follow the instructions on the back. Sometimes they say to add water. There's nice, easy instructions on the back. You stir it around in the tub, pop the lid on, and throw it in the freezer overnight and let it freeze. The next day, you can scoop it out with a spoon, as you can see in the video going on in the corner. You just scoop it out with a spoon, place it into a glass. You can let it melt a little bit, or you can eat it with a spoon, kind of like an icy or an Italian ice. And they're super delicious, very refreshing, perfect for a hot summer day like today. So again, we have various flavors. We also have Cracker Smacks, and I don't happen to have one up here with me, but the Cracker Smacks are a great, nice little snack if you're lounging out by the lake or the pool. Again, super easy to make if you know company's coming over to hang out by the water. You dump the powdery contents into a Ziploc bag, along with, we use the little oyster crackers and dump those in with oil, shake it around, flip it every couple of times, and voila, you've got a nice tasty treat for the next day. So lots of great little snacks for around the pool or the lake or just outside on the patio with your friends to chill off and enjoy. Well, if you're serving snacks and beverages, you need to have something to carry them out on, and I've got just the perfect item for that. We have this beautiful wooden tray. Now it's reading a little bit green for some reason on the live camera.
I'm noticing that.
Yeah, because it's not green at all. True to color in the video and the photograph, but beautifully done with that starburst pattern. It does have handles carved into each end. You can see there and there. Very sturdy, nice weight, not too heavy, so when you load it down with all of your snacks and drinks and treats, it's not too heavy to carry, but a great weight, very sturdy so that you can add weight to carry out. Sometimes those plastic trays for outdoors can tend to be a little flimsy. They can tend to be a little on the flimsy side, and you don't want to drop it or it to break or anything like that. That's not going to happen with this wooden tray. The tray is $75.
It's beautiful. I've got one just like it in my office, and I keep a decanter on it and 6 glasses and a bottle of Coca-Cola, and trying to plug in headphones and work at the same time here. But I'm just saying, it is a beautiful piece. A lot of people comment on it. It's just a pretty, pretty piece.
It is indeed. So again, this is $75. James, what's the diameter on this?
17.5, and it's 2.5 inches tall.
There we go. So perfect size. It does have the foam feet across the base to protect the surface that you're setting it on. Sometimes we have glass topped tables outside, and this, with those foam feet, it will not scratch the surface of your table. So nicely protected. So now that we've spent a bunch of time outside, your guests, if they're overnight guests, might get a little sleepy and need to turn in to a nice comfy bedroom. And a great thing to have is a nice dresser. It's nice to be able to unpack things. You feel a little more at home. Well, check this out.
Another summer favorite for us is company. We have so many people come in and out of our home throughout the year, but especially this summer, especially in the next couple of weeks. And something that's a must-have is a comfortable bed to sleep in and some place for your guests to store their clothing. One of the first things that I do when I travel is take everything out of the suitcase and throw it into the dressers that are in the room. I don't like living out of a suitcase because I feel more at home where I'm staying when I take things out of the suitcase and put it into drawers. So why not provide a nice piece for your guest? This piece is coming straight from our upcycle room. This is a beautiful antique dresser that's been refinished with a distressed white paint, allowing some of the darker undertones of the surface of the original cabinet to show through. Now, if you don't care for that look, it is a piece that's priced well enough that you could change the finish if you'd like, even change the hardware if you'd like. This piece is $550 and accommodates all kinds of storage opportunities. It has great top drawers that are shallow, which is nice for, say, pajamas or underwear, socks, those kinds of things. And then it provides 3 nice long drawers for all kinds of clothing storage for your guests. Definitely want to pull that from both sides. It does have the original keyholes in all of the drawers. However, we did not receive the key with this piece. So the key is just for detail. It's non-functioning, but it does add great character. I love the shape of this. I love how that front has the rounded drawers. It just adds another little element that you don't see in the furniture pieces being built today. A great piece for your guests in your guest bedroom.
James is back. This is not $75. I just see that the price is incorrect on there. My bad. But while Ashlyn is fixing the price on that, George had requested that I hold up the tray again. So George, this is the tray. Again, it has that starburst in the center. It has the handles on each end. Nice sturdy handles, big enough for fingers to fit inside, mine as well as James's. That's important. And on the bottom it has the foam feet. And again, it's showing up for some reason on the live screen, it's showing a little green. But the images that we had there, that is more true to the color. All right, so let's talk about this dresser.
Another summer favorite.
The dresser is beautiful. It is an antique piece that James and I had acquired, and this is one of our upcycle project pieces. So this piece had been taken in by someone, shown a little love by doing some white distressed paint finish on it, and added some hardware to it as well. So it's great for company. I like to unpack. When we go on a trip, I can't stand to live out of a suitcase. Am I right, James?
Yes. Sorry, I have my headphones in, which means I'm listening to you 10
Gotcha.
seconds in the future.
In delay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But no, when we go somewhere, I always have to unpack, don't I?
Yeah. She cannot live out a suitcase like I can.
No, I can't stand it because you're digging around and everything in the suitcase gets wrinkled. You can't find the clean underwear anymore. You don't know what's clean clothes and dirty clothes. I like to unpack in a dresser. It makes your company feel more at home, even if there's just one drawer that's available to them. That is so helpful to people like me. So why
We
not?
not only have drawers available for them, we have space in the closet, and we have on top of one of the dressers, we have a in case you forgot it thing.
Yeah.
And there's deodorant and shampoo and toothpaste and a toothbrush and headphones in case you forgot your headphones and chargers, and because everybody that comes to our house seems to forget something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just our guests or if it's everybody's guests, but everybody always forgets something when they're traveling. So we try to have all that stuff available.
Yeah. So
It's just hospitable.
I like my guests to feel like they're at home. So this dresser is perfect. It's a great value because it has been given new life, and it can be given new life again if white isn't your favorite finish and color. It's at a price that you can bring it in, paint it into a different color, pick up a bottle of Fusion paint and
to
change.
get a dresser this size made this way in solid wood, it'd be easily $2,000.
Yeah. So
To buy a brand new one.
right. So a great value, an antique piece, something that you don't get out of pieces that are made today is the shape of this. Ashlyn, you were actually with us when we acquired this
That's
one.
right.
Yes, I was.
Just
Yes.
outside Chicago, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm. So I think it was a great find.
That's right. We transported that all the way from Chicago back to North Carolina.
That's what we do. So again, $550. It is deep. James, what are the dimensions of this dresser?
The dresser is 50 inches long, 25 inches wide, and 32 inches tall. The 25 wide would be 25 deep. So 50 inches long, 25 deep, and 32 inches tall.
Yes. So it's a great size. It's a little deeper than some. So it stores a lot in there. Again, you don't necessarily have to use every drawer for your company. You can give them the first top few drawers and then use the remaining drawers, say for a good wrapping paper drawer or something like that. We always blankets, linens, right. The bedding, extra bedding for that room, towels, fresh towels for your guests. You can keep all of that in there for them. Extra rolls of toilet paper. There's nothing worse than being a guest somewhere and you run out of toilet paper and you don't know where the refills are, right? If you keep all that in the guest room for them, they are completely comfortable and pretty self-sufficient, so you're not having to tend to their every need, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. So something fun that your guests can do is journal about their stay. Amy Smith has developed these gorgeous journals. These are all hand-painted covers. Again, the colors are true in the video and the photograph. The live video is making it a little green. I'm seeing kind of hints of green in there, but I'm holding it upside down as well. Amy has created the charms on the side. She has hand painted the papers that are on the front and the back. She has hand cut and hand bound and hand folded every page that's inside this journal. So there isn't anything about this journal that is not hand done. I mean, she didn't make the paper, but she didn't pulp and make the paper, but everything in this she has done. Beautifully, beautifully done. I'm going to untie the ribbon here so we can open it up and share with you what the inside looks like.
There's a ton of work that goes into building each one of these.
There is. I mean, she really did a beautiful job. You can see where she's bound all those pages. Ashlyn is a journal junkie.
Yes, I am.
The girl loves her journals. And so Ashlyn happened to be with me when we picked these up from Amy. And Ashlyn shared her passion of journals. Do you remember what advice Amy gave you?
Don't be scared of using your particularly pretty journals.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I always get super duper pretty journals, and then I'm super nervous to write in them because I feel like I'm going to ruin their beauty, the art of the journal itself. And so then I never use them. And that's a me problem, really.
I can vouch for that. When she moved out of the house, there was an entire
Bin.
Tupperware bin of journals that had not yet been written in.
Yes.
I have a problem.
Yeah, you have a problem. If I had all the money back that I've ever spent on journals, well, I'd buy you a car.
Yes. So Amy's advice was use the journal. So when something pretty like this is a piece of art. Amy has created a piece of art that you write in. Wouldn't it be cool to lay this on the nightside table and your guests with a nice pen and your guests kind of journal in a page of what they did that day during their stay or what their plans were while they were there. Just a cool little thing to go back with and read. So I think this is a great addition for those summertime guests, or even maybe not for your guests. Maybe you just want to journal your summer, what you did in your travels, how you were feeling, what you were experiencing, the people you met, the sights you saw. This would be a great, beautiful piece to carry along with you. And then it's gorgeous to display after. It's not a journal that you would just kind of tuck away in a drawer and be done with once you wrote in it. This is something that you would want to place out as a piece of art and just something to go back and read great memories on.
I know a girl that started journaling. I think she was 6 years old, and her parents encouraged her to journal. And she started, I think, at 6. She's my age now, and she has a journal, a different journal for every single year she's been alive. She can literally, and at the end of each day, she fills out like one page, and it might be like 6 or 7 sentences, but it's what she did that day. she could literally go back and pinpoint anything that ever happened in her life, who she went out for dinner with, anything, by looking at the journal. And I always admired that. I never took the time to do it myself, but I always admired that you could actually like look at your life one day at a time, your entire life. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is very cool. So this is a great way to start that. James is making funny faces.
No, I wasn't sure if my mic was on over here. I just, for some reason, I thought I turned it off, but it's on. It's good. It's all
Okay,
good.
You're all good.
All good.
So this piece of art, hand done by Amy Smith, is $85. Again, a great keepsake to journal in, jot down your thoughts, and keep for forever, and then pass down, so that your
Imagine
children-
one day when you pass on and your kids are going through your stuff and they find your journals from like the year they were born and getting to sit and read all of it. That'd be kind of
I
cool.
thought you were gonna say they find super embarrassing stories.
Oh yeah, well those will definitely be in there too.
Yes. So, the journal, a great addition for summertime, because we always tend to, the days are longer, you've got a little more time to do things. I don't know with winter, when it gets so dark so soon, you feel like you're supposed to go to bed and it's only 7 o'clock. Summertime, it doesn't get dark until after 9, around 9 o'clock. And you're like, okay, I'm good. I can stay up for hours. And you just seem to have more time in the day, even though realistically you don't, but you kind of feel like you do. So take those extra few minutes to jot down what you did. Another summertime activity that I know many enjoy doing is
Well,
reading.
Trish just commented, or a book of your dreams. I like that too.
Ooh,
Or goals.
I like that.
Yeah, it's fun to write down. We try to write down goals every year right at Christmas time, and then the next Christmas, is at Christmas time to kind of go through your goals and see what you did and didn't do, and it'd be kind of fun to have a journal to write those down in too.
I agree. All right. Moving along to the next item, we were talking about some people like have reading goals for the summer. I know several of my friends who are teachers, they like to go through this book list and read several books throughout the summer. Again, the days seem longer. You're lounging around the pool on the weekends or around the lake. Nice to pull out a book and just relax and read. And if you're reading, I think you must have one of Randy's Rusty Plower's Wooden Wonders Thumb Twizzlers. This one's a little big for me. This is a medium, and I wear a small or an extra small because I got itty bitty thumbs. But this is a great little tool for holding your book open.
Yeah, have Dad show it.
Yeah, come on down. No, but we haven't seen you
Oh wow! Hey,
up here.
where is it? All right, show you how it works. What do? You put it on your finger like this.
No.
It's a thumb twizzler, but I'm an extra large, so
Yeah.
we
You
brought
can
the
do it.
wrong size for both of us. But the idea is this. So you put it in there and see how it holds the pages open? That's kind of actually really just ingenious. So as you flip to the next page and the page wants to hold it open. So it's just nice when you're sitting reading. It stays on your finger where you flip from page to page. And then you just read and hold the book open. So very, very simple, but very usable, very unique. And I happen to know we could have these personalized and engraved too.
Correct.
Yeah.
They come in this cute little gift box, and on the back is the size as
And the
well
wood.
as the wood.
The
This is
species.
an extra small mahogany in this box. That is a sample piece, and I believe that's ash.
This looks like ash to me. I would say that's ash. Yep.
It's me?
Yeah, that's ashy. So that's the medium ash, and you can see it. And actually, the finish on this here is second to none. We're so proud of the finishes that Randy produces for us. We go to other shops all the time, and they have similar little wooden things that have been made and that sort of thing. And even some of the other wooden items that we find that bring in, nothing has a finish on it like Randy's products. He really does a great job getting that finish just right on there. So yeah, and we did a video a few months back of we were at a shop and watched how he did some of those finishes. So
Yes.
are we gonna talk about this next?
Sure. I mean, it's not part of the show, but
Oh,
go
it's
ahead
not?
and share it.
Well, this isn't part of the show.
Well, it was just there to show how to use the thumb twizzler.
Oh, okay. So this is called Booze and Vinyl, and the front of it looks like the edge of a bunch of vinyl records. So somebody that are like Ashlyn's age won't know what vinyl records are.
Boy!
But they used to spin around like I'd say a CD, but some kids don't even know what CDs are anymore.
Out of the two of us, who owns a record player with records?
Well, I own the records. I just don't have a record player right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm a little behind the times. I don't have a record player. So, anyways, this is a cocktail book, and it's side A is a shot of Jameson and a harp. Side B is Tipperary cocktail, and it talks about the cocktail. It talks about little things. It's just fun. Madonna like a virgin, 1984 genre pop. When to spin 80s dance party. So it's just kind of fun. Michael Jackson Thriller. Side A is a zombie number 2. Side B is a moonwalk, and it gives different a little talk about Thriller, and then it gives recipes on there too. And so it's just kind of fun to try some different drinks. I forget how many are in here. There's
Quite a few. Look
70 great records, and I think there's 2 drinks for each. There's about 140 different drinks in here, and they're just different ones. They're not your typical old-fashioned or a rum and coke or a screwdriver or just some random drinks that you see everywhere. These ones are a little bit different. They kind of make some fun, and maybe you can come up with a new favorite. So when your friends come over, you can say, "Hey, I tried this new drink," and then you look like you're on top of things.
Yes. So there you go.
There you go.
A plug for.
Oh, and that book is approximately 8 inches by 8 inches, approximately an inch thick, and it sells for $25 in the USA, $31 for our Canadian viewers.
So yeah, Booze and Vinyl is a great book, but and Randy's Thumb Twizzler, $10 for the Thumb Twizzler, a great little gadget that helps hold your book open so your thumbs and your fingers don't get tired trying to hold the book weird, especially paperbacks, trying to keep those open, and it doesn't break the binding. We have a daughter who cringes
I was wondering about that.
about breaking the binding.
Oh, yeah.
So it does not do that. It protects the binding. So you're not overextending. To her, you're harming the books. So it doesn't do that. All right. Well, we've been talking a lot about water. And I think a great decor item that's perfect, especially for our area, is a sailboat. This item is straight out of our.
Dad.
This is straight out of our upcycle, our new upcycle room. This was a piece that James had acquired, that he had, and he is deciding that it's time to give it a fresh home.
I was going with a boat theme for a while, and now I am almost all automotive. Strictly automotive.
So James, do you want to share with the viewers why you loved the boat theme?
I just, come back over to this camera again. For quite a few years, or 2 years, actually, I lived on a boat up in Toronto Harbor before I moved down here. And I just had a thing for boats. It was a boat that would have been about that structure right there. I bought a boat when I was down here. I had it in Charlotte in the harbor there. Kept it there for, I don't know how long I have, 2-3 years. But it's just, so you go through stages in your life where the different things interest you. Right now, I'm 2 hours away from Charlotte, so a boat is not practical for me in my busy lifestyle. So I am now collecting cars.
I still can't think about that boat without thinking about those mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, so the first night I took Ashlyn to the boat, I was scared of her falling in the water because she was quite young at the time and couldn't really swim yet. And so I opened the hatch, I said, "Go in the boat, do not come out of the boat. I'm going to run back to the car and get the cooler and some stuff." And I didn't realize a nest of mosquitoes must have hatched the night before. There was mosquitoes everywhere. She was scared stupid to come out. Poor thing got bit about 4 billion times. So she had a lot of mosquito bites. That was not a fun first boating experience for her. So, but anyways, yeah. So that, in light of the fact that it gives you bad memories, that's sailboats. So, but yeah, this is actually one of my personal pieces and I rarely let things go. Do I?
Rarely.
I know, rarely do I let things go. I am a collector. People say all the time, "Oh, I wonder what you can get for that in resale," because I'll find deals at antique stores. I'll find things at swap meets, at auctions. I've got a really good friend of mine, and he buys to resell because he's got a retail shop where they sell automotive things. So he's always looking to buy to resell. Occasionally he's buying for his own personal collection, but usually he's buying to resell. And I never have to worry about buying to resell because I don't plan on ever selling anything. I hold on to things. But every once in a while, like a goldfish placed in too small a bowl, you grow too big for your space. And I have too many things. So I'm going to let a few of my nicer pieces go, and one of them is this sailboat.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about this? Because I'm not.
It's about 20 inches long. It is a solid wood boat. It's got the cloth sails on it. Of course, has the rigging on it and the strings on it and all that sort of thing. It is a nice piece. It's got the metal rails down here at the bottom, the stanchions and all that. Single prop out the bottom. It's just a pretty piece. It's something that looks great on a bookshelf. Just a really nice piece. So we've not gone with the nautical theme in our house. I've not gone the nautical theme in my office. So it's unfortunately just a piece that, well, if I don't do something with it, it will end up collecting dust. And I know it's a beautiful piece and somebody would love to have it. So every once in a while, they do talk me into selling something.
This one I didn't have to talk you into. This
No.
one you chose to let go.
I did.
It is beautifully done. We did see a piece very similar to this in an antique shop for twice as much as we're selling it
Yeah.
for. So I
Almost
think
the
their
same piece, I
price
think.
was a little
I
crazy.
think they're a little bit high,
Mm-hmm.
but I think $150 is right about market value for it. I think it's still a good buy at that price.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
beautiful
and
piece.
just as a note, since this used to be my dad's piece for however many years now, I got to say, when I was little, I used to play with that boat like a decent bit, and he doesn't know this because he would leave it up on his shelf as like a display thing. It wasn't meant to be a toy. That was totally me. And but tell you what, for as much as I played with that thing, never once did any of the paint chip. Never once were there any issues. I mean, there's a lot of little pieces on that thing, but it is durable.
It got a
you
little
know?
wet one time when she was riding around the bathtub, but other than that, it did pretty good.
All right, so adding to our summer decor, we also have these great pots that have plants
They're fairly,
fused.
we've only had those about 2 months,
Not long at all.
not long, and I'm surprised we have any left because I keep seeing them come up on the sales sheet.
I know, and well, we keep getting some new ones in.
Okay.
All of the dogwood ones went really quick,
Yeah.
the ones that had the dogwood flowers in them. But we do have these that have different varieties of ferns.
Pretty.
They range from $15 to $55. So this one's $29, so it kind of falls in one of those medium ranges. But we've got these that are great pieces. They're beautiful just on their own. You could place a LED candle inside. I would not place a real candle inside and light it. The glass is very thin to allow the ferns to be placed between the layers of glass. So I'm afraid that the heat, I don't have a disclaimer saying this, but I'm just telling you out of my own concern that I would not put a real candle in this for fear that it might be a little too much heat and may crack the glass. But it has a nice rimmed finish. You can see that dark rim around the top. And then again, you can see in the video the different varieties of ferns that are fused between those glass pieces. We also have these great ceramic pots. They're a pretty decent weight, not gonna lie. This one has a pot inside of a pot, so it's a little on the heavy side. But I love the green color of this. I love the way that it folds and flows over. So we've got the light green, that folds over into the darker green. We've got the cream on the top. I just think these are very stylish. This is the larger one for $48, and nestled inside is the smaller pot for $38. Great, nice pot. It does have the little foam feet on the bottom, which I will try to show you. Nope, can't get close enough. But it does have the little foam feet on the bottom to protect the surface that it's on. Again, I just love the beautiful summery color of the green. Pair that with some yellows, some blues, some whites, some additional greenery. Absolutely beautiful for summertime. It does not have a drain hole in the center, so if you are putting a live plant inside of this, my recommendation would be to maybe place some rocks in the bottom to allow a little bit of the water to drain through the soil down to the bottom and then wick back up into the dirt. So that's my advice on this one. All right. We also have a great variety of various botanicals, a bunch of succulents, greenery, florals, and a variety of pricing to place inside of these vessels that we're sharing with you tonight. And that's a great way to bring some of that summer inside. I love plants. If you caught our last YouTube video, you can catch how we're building an outdoor garden. And this is one way to bring plants indoors without having to worry about them, especially if you're traveling a lot over the summer months. So those artificials are perfect if you're going to be away a lot over the summer. So, fun fact, we spent a lot of time outside the last couple of weekends. And mosquitoes love me. I don't know why, but James and I can step outside at the same time. I can be outside for 2 seconds and get eaten alive. He can be out for 5 hours and not get a single bite.
Well, see, fun fact, mosquitoes can actually taste the differences in blood types. So maybe you just have a tasty blood type and Dad doesn't. Who knows?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure I don't.
I have heard that as well. So I think you are correct in that. I've heard the same thing. So we have our Bugs at Bay natural spray. It's all natural, it's DEET free, it's herbal insect repellent. Now we've had this in the shop before. They've just remarketed. It's the same company, same stuff inside. It's just a different bottle. They've gone from the glass bottle to the dark blue plastic bottle. This way, if you drop it, it does not shatter. And they've also come out with some new labeling as well. So the bottle looks different, but the ingredients are all still
We had a couple
the
of people
same.
ask about the glass because they would keep it in their golf cart or they'd keep it on the boat or whatever. And they were like, you know, it'd probably be a little bit safer if we had this in a plastic bottle rather than a glass bottle. So it's kind of neat that they came out and they listened to that and said, all right, well, we'll do it in plastic bottle.
Yes. So in the summertime, I love this. I don't like using any other bug spray because I don't like spraying myself up with chemicals. There just seems to be something wrong about that. Yes, the other bug sprays work, so does this. So if I can use something that's natural that works on someone like me who gets eaten alive and also is allergic to those bug bites, I'm going with this. So the deal is you shake it well, you spray yourself down, and it keeps you insect free, bug bite free for hours. Let's see what else it says. It says apply to entire area of skin to be protected and reapply as needed. For external use only, obviously, don't ingest it. It does say that if you do get it in your eyes, to wash the eyes with plenty of water. So the active ingredients are geraniol, I can't, I always get that one mixed up.
Easy for you to say.
Lemongrass oil, citronella oil, rosemary oil, cedarwood oil, peppermint oil, geranium oil, and spearmint oil. Distilled water, alcohol, and wheat germ oil. So, all natural ingredients. It works fantastically. You can put this on children as well, so adults or children. We do have a few of the Bug Off Baby left that are available for purchase, but this has also been certified to be able to use on children as well. It's made in Wake Forest, so it's fairly local. Wake Forest is not far from Raleigh, so made right here in North Kakalaki. All right, we're almost through with the show, but we do have a little something special for you as part of our life moments. So let's get to that.
Whoa, ho, ho, Merry Christmas!
Hi, Santa.
How you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Good. So
What
tell
are
me.
What are you doing around in July?
I'm on vacation
You're on vacation.
from the North Pole. I'm down here golfing a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I think you visited at the perfect time
Why is that?
because we have Christmas in July going on at the boutique.
I heard about it. I got the newsletter. We get the newsletter up at the North Pole, you know.
Oh, do you?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You read frequently?
As little as possible.
Well, we are having an event, Christmas in July,
Yep.
at the boutique from July 17th through July 31st.
31st.
Do you know what you can get?
Toys that my elves made.
I wish.
Me too.
But
Business has been a little slow this week.
has it? They're on vacation too?
No, not a lot of good boys and girls.
Oh my. Well, from July 17th through
Yep.
the 31st,
Yep.
we are pulling out a bunch of Christmas decor and blowing it out 20% off.
Awesome.
And we're also allowing a sale.
Does it make you smile when you look at me
It does.
in my funny beard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're also having a sale on all of our other items,
Like furniture?
like furniture,
Like area rugs?
like area rugs.
Lamps, art, mirrors,
Yes,
candles?
sir. Yes, Santa.
The new mosquito spray that just came in
Yes,
that
sir.
everybody buys us out of every year? Or
And-
buys you out of? I'm not
Um,
associated in any way, shape, or form with the boutique.
All of that is 10% off with the exception of our artisans work and our consigned pieces. Those are not on discount.
Awesome.
However, our fusion paint is also 10% off.
It is.
It is.
Good time to try some fusion paint.
It is. So stop on by. We're going to have some Christmas treats with a summery twist,
Awesome.
and we're going to have lots of fun.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. I got a jet.
Bye, Santa. So join us for our Christmas in July event. Again, the dates are July 17th through the 31st. And we are offering 20% off of all of our Christmas decor. The boutique will be a winter wonderland for these couple of weeks. So join us for those extra deals. Everything in the store is 10% off, with exception of our artisan items as well as our consigned items. However, our fusion paint has agreed to also do the 10% off
Yes.
during this time as well.
Which is awesome.
Yes,
It's been selling great. People really like that product a lot.
me included.
Yes.
Yes. So we also have something else extra special starting tomorrow.
Tell us what it is.
A food truck.
Look at that, Ashton. I remembered to move. She said, you'll probably forget to move. And I remembered to move because the picture was popping up. We have a brand new food truck that is going to be premiering here tomorrow morning. So Wednesday, I'm meeting here at 7 o'clock to help him get him set up for the first time. He starts serving at 7:30. I think he's here until 1. 7:30 to 1. He does breakfast burritos and tacos. And the food looks delicious. We met up with them over the weekend. It was their first day. They had a trial date on Saturday, I think, just to kind of see how it went. The trailer wasn't lettered up yet or anything. But great couple. Really enjoyed meeting them. Looking forward to having them here. Let's come out support them strong the rest of this week. So I already told them that Friday morning I make breakfast for all the staff Friday morning. It's just something I've been doing for about 4 months now. 4 months? 6 months? It's a lot of breakfasts. But I make breakfast every Friday morning for the entire staff.
And it's amazing.
And we just like to, it's just actually a great time. We all start at the regular time. So they're all sitting around on the clock eating breakfast, and they love that. So, but we do that here every Friday morning. I already told them this Friday morning we're all meeting over at the food truck, and we will be eating his food on Friday morning. So we're excited about that. We're excited to welcome them here, and hope that becomes a new staple here in Seven Lakes. Another option of something to do in Seven Lakes, as we always like to expand and come up with new ideas, and we're always open for new ideas.
Yes. So they are too from Seven Lakes.
They are.
They live on the north
They
side.
live on the north side.
So you're supporting another local business
Yep.
by purchasing their tasty food.
So come on by, get something to eat.
All right. So that's it for the show. Remember, if you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up. Comment if you're watching after the live. Comment
On the bleep loops.
on the Bleep Bloops. Share what you like about the show. Share what items you have questions about or like. Shoot us any kind of comment.
Yeah.
We'd be happy to answer any of your questions.
Absolutely.
Remember to stop by the boutique and take advantage of our Christmas in July, starting next week on
Tuesday. All right. So 1 week from today it starts.
Yes. And remember to pull in and purchase some breakfast or lunch at the food truck.
Yeah.
So,
Excited.
exciting stuff going on
It's
at the
big
boutique.
week. Yeah. And we're doing, well, you'll see. We added some new landscaping stones this week, which really, I think, cleaned up the front look of the boutique. And I've got a huge list of things I want to get working on the rest of the week. So
Thanks for watching tonight. Remember to hit that subscribe button and catch us every Tuesday night, and to catch our other videos as well.
yeah, catch our other video. We've got one we put up Sunday.
Yep.
That's become fairly popular. We've got about 300 people watching it already. It's just us building a garden wall, but
It was a fun time.
It's a fun one. So yeah.
All
All right, guys.
Have a
great week.
night.